My mom was a single parent of 4. I had a father who was in and out of prison most of my life. I realize now that my mom would go to bed hungry so that we can eat. And so I'm able to understand where a lot of my kids come from. And more importantly, I'm able to hold them accountable to not using any of those things as an excuse.
Be inspired. From the corner of your mind, don't you think it's time to let everybody know that you're down with the show? Be inspired. We listen to these stories because it has to be told. It's about inspiration. I think you will behold. Who knew all that it took to pick up a book is write a rhyme with a serious hook? Principal Valencia Rhymes is all about the education of the mind. I'm David Austin Naylor of Get Ready Productions with another edition of Be Inspired, because all things are possible if you believe.
Get ready for school, cause it's everywhere. If you take a good whiff, it's all in the air.
Thomas Mayfield is willing to do just about anything for his students.
And our final estimate will be 47 what?
Mayfield has been teaching math at the Leadership Academy at Como Elementary for a year, a school in a predominantly black neighborhood where the median family income is less than $19,000, and more than 94% of the students are economically disadvantaged.
The reputation they're seen from outside goers would be high crime, low socioeconomic families, single-parent homes. We're going to subtract instead of what? Cool.
Before Mayfield came on board, the school was at rock bottom. Attendance was low, disciplinary action high, and their test scores were so bad they'd received an F rating by the state.
If you do not get out of that hole, then yes, the state can decide to come in and take over your school.
So you guys were on the verge.
We were knocking on that door.
Principal Valencia Rhymes was brought in to fix the problem.
My mom was a single parent of 4. I had a father who was in and out of prison most of my life. I realize now that my mom would go to bed hungry so that we can eat. And so I'm able to understand where a lot of my kids come from. And more importantly, I'm able to hold them accountable to not using any of those things as an excuse to not try to do better for yourself.
Recognizing the hardships Como students face,
Yeah, I'm flying through the skies.
Rhymes knew they needed joy.
Brand new year, it's a brand new day. Doesn't matter about your past, cause the future's today.
Part of creating that joy included recruiting Mayfield.
The kids can work and they can do for you and they can do for themselves, but you have to show that you're transparent and be able to connect with them on other levels outside of just being in the academic setting.
Don't stop, keep learning, you got more to prove.
Mayfield calculated by adding students and fellow teachers together in music videos,
Keep dreaming and achieving, let today be your tomorrow.
he could help kids love what they were learning.
There was a song that we first started out with, Drake had a song. I know way too many numbers here right now that I didn't know back then.
When you bust out like that,
Yeah.
what's the reaction you get from the kids?
Hey, mama, he know about Drake,
Trying to be more like Oprah with investments and mansions.
Two of Mayfield's former students, Jayla Williams and Daniel Washington, say his approach to math is what made them want to come to school.
Every day he would tell us, I've been through this, you can't get around with me like that. And because he made his learning very fun.
We scratch out all of this and become what?
Principal Rhynes also credits adding an extra hour to each school day and offering families more after-school programs to Como's transformation. To sum it up,
We just got the official results this morning. We are officially a B campus again this year.
You and all your friends, when you grow up, what you gonna do?
It's not hard work, it's heart work. And I feel like you have to come from the heart in order to be able to do this job of teaching.
Just learning in the air, school is everywhere, yeah.
a school that can say they're starting on a high note. For CBS This Morning, Mireya Villareal, Fort Worth, Texas.
Welcome back, cause this one's for you.